guys. All right, there we go. Man, I can't believe you managed to pull that off with that delivery. Like, that was incredible, I gotta say.
Yeah, that was funny.
It's the improv.
Oh, shit. So I just turned 24 like a week ago.
Oh.
I know, like, since oh, thank you. Like, in my old age, I'm starting to think a lot more about things. And have you guys ever considered how the trajectory of your life can be affected by one decision? No? I understand. I'm gonna say the joke anyways. Oh, no, that's understandable. You go to any table, man, they're all free. You see, I'm not good at improv, so I'll get there. But, basically, I don't have a lot of memories of being 4 years old. I had a Batman action figure, and one time I hit my head because I jumped into the pool, and I threw it in like the deep end, and there was like a ladder there. And I woke up to like the paramedics, right? And I think that was the moment that I developed consciousness for the first time. Oh, you said I'm high as fuck. I mean, I can speak. Promise.
My bad.
No,
Sorry.
It's perfectly understandable. No, okay, so I hit my head because I was jumping in after the action figure. I woke up, there were paramedics who was experiencing consciousness for the first time. And I feel like almost dying is kind of like figuring out how to masturbate for the first time. Like, you never forget like where you were. May 12, 2010, in the shower. It was the end of 5th grade, towards the summer. I got it. But do you guys know what roly-polies are?
Yes.
Yeah. So one time I was in the sandbox when I was 4 years old, and I was playing with a roly-poly, and I stuck it down my urethra.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Is that what you call masturbate?
Well, you know what? Back then, yes.
That's
I don't know
sweet.
why I did it though, and I don't know why my dick was out. All I know is that I never saw it come out. So follow me. Like, imagine this. Like, imagine being like 25, 30 years. And like, I'm 24 now, so that would make me like 49, 50. And I start developing pain like, in my dick. So I go to a doctor and everything's normal, except the calcified remains of that roly-poly from all those years ago, it's growing into a tumor the size of a golf ball.
Oh.
In my dick. It's a death sentence. There's no way to operate on it without at least minor loss of function. Like nothing crazy, but minor loss of function. I'd rather die. So, fast forward with me if you will. I'm on my deathbed, right? Holy shit. I'm like, I'll get to the joke as soon as I can figure out how that works. So I'm on my deathbed, right? And so I close my eyes for a final time, and like, I reflect. And I think about how the trajectory of your life can be, like, you know, affected by one little decision, right? Because if you think about it, everything you do is either super important or not important at all. And like, you don't know which one's which until like it's too late. And so like nothing could save me from that roly-poly that I stuck in my dick when I was 4 years old. And so that I die, that's the end, right? But wait. Suddenly I see lights. The sky. Paramedics. I hit my head when I was 4 years old, jumping in after that Batman action figure, and I imagined my whole life after that incident. True story. So that story was fake, you guys. I wouldn't stick a roly-poly down my dick. I'm crazy. I feel like you guys don't believe me.
Yeah.
That was specific.
It was
what?
really
Let's talk
sincere.
about it. Let's talk about it. Listen, you know, it's pretty specific, but you know, I have a great imagination. One time, I won a certificate in 5th grade for writing. Yeah, I wrote a really good story. And I was also, one time I walked an old lady across the street, like she needed help because I'm an upstanding citizen and I would never lie. Anyways, I'm 4 years old. I almost drowned, but I'm okay. And like the paramedics are there. I'm looking for my action figure, but I can't see him anywhere. And suddenly I see his face in the sky. Holy shit. You guys, it's Batman. He looks down upon me and he says, "Welcome to the other side, my child." Because I did die. And I did stick that roly-poly down my dick. I'm a fucking liar, you guys. You believed me for a second, I felt it. But no, like, you know, one time when I was in the 3rd grade, I remember my teacher used to give out little pieces of candy for like getting questions right. And we would always leave for lunch and I would go to the bathroom. And then when the rest of the class was in the cafeteria, I'd go back into class and I'd steal from that box. I'd steal candy every day. Because I'm a liar and a thief. I feel like I lost you guys, but at least I had fun with that. It's an experimental premise, you know, a little bit of improv thrown in there. I told you I'm no good at improv. So I've been trying to write new material lately, and I don't know, I feel like my thoughts and like my jokes, like they're becoming hard to think of. Like it's almost like inflation of the brain. Like it's interesting. Oh no, that's inflammation. That's right. That's right. That was a dumb one. You guys are right to not laugh at that. I agree. But no, like I feel like I can't afford anything these days. Is anybody else feeling broke as fuck?
Yeah.
Kind of. You're like not really, but we're getting there.
It's what I want.
I just complain about the price of everything.
You complain about the prices, but then like when it comes down to it, you know how to improvise.
Yeah.
But it's just,
Steal.
I feel like we had a moment right now, you and I. The rest, everybody else is lost, but you and I, we understand. But no, like, I actually, I bought an electric razor the other day, and I bought it to save like my beard, but I ended up manscaping, of course, and I was able to reach places like I never could before, such as my glutes, like the area between, right? Like with a normal razor, good luck with that. And so I just did it. And I was growing a little bit of like a mullet down there and in my glutes. Yeah, classy, right? Business up front, party in the back. And so I felt like farmers during the Industrial Revolution, like finally we have the tools, the technology, the equipment to deal with this problem. And so I bought the electric razor so that I could be safe, but I still cut myself. And so like I was bleeding like a lot. And so if you don't know what it's like to bleed from your glutes, like basically you just grab like paper towels and stuff and you're just like patting and then just checking and then just patting and checking and then you start to freak out, you start to hyperventilate and you're like, fuck, I don't know, I feel a little bit weak and lightheaded. Let me Google this. So I Googled like, can a person bleed out from their glutes, right? Which was only the weirdest thing I Googled like that day. The other day I actually Googled like, is it normal to get an erection every time someone gives you a compliment? My favorite one is, I'm proud of you, son. I've had exactly 3 erections in my life. Thank you. You know, when people laugh at my jokes, it gives me an erection, so I appreciate that. My name is Cole Parker. You guys have been awesome.
Have a good night.